Hi, I'm Kate and welcome to my channel. So I'm currently in the middle of a week of only using Juvia's Place palettes. So I own 7 Juvia's Place palettes and I love them all. I did film a look using the Festival palette and it was a hot mess. I'm not sure if I'm going to post that or not. Hopefully this one turns out a little better. But I think today I want to use one of my favorite Juvia's palettes, which is the Tribe. So the Tribe just has a really unique color story. I love these teals, greens, oranges, some really pretty shimmers. But I do have to go to work today, so I need to make it wearable. So we'll dip in here and see what happens. Before I get started, I'm going to go off camera and just fill in my brows. So my brows are all filled in. I went in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow in the shade Dark Brown. I've been using this forever. I go and try other products and I always tend to come back to this one. For eye primer, I am going in with the Ulta brand. This is, I don't know how well you can see it, but the matte eye primer in the shade Nude. Alright, so it's time to dip into some eyeshadows. So I'm thinking that I'm going to start maybe with the yellow and then blend into that deeper teal. Again, going to work today, so it has to be wearable, but I do want a little bit of color. So I'm just gonna grab a big fluffy brush and start with that yellow. Alright, the yellow is laid down and all blended out. It's really light, so I don't know how well you can see it on camera, but it's just a really pretty, bright, almost neon-y yellow, but it blends in really nicely. So now I'm going to go into that deep teal and add it to the outer corner and just blend it into that yellow. Alright, those blended together so easily. I love how Juvia's Place shadows blend. They just work so easily. Alright, so again, being that it is a day that I have to go teach, I'm not going to do anything fancy. I'm not going to do a cut crease or anything, but I am going to start in the outer part of the lid with this shade. So it's like a teal shimmer. And I'm just going to start that on the outer portion and then I'm going to blend it into that lighter shimmer. Now typically when working with shimmers, I do prefer just to go in with my fingers. I think it picks it up better, it lays it down better. If I'm doing a cut crease, I'll probably use a brush just for more control, but since we're not doing that today, I'm okay if it's not super neat, so fingers it is. Alright, I think those shades blended into each other really well, so I'm going to go just put on my skincare and foundation off camera. Alright, I'm back. I went in with foundation, and for foundation I use the Estee Lauder Futurist Hydra Rescue. I just really like the finish of it. It's just a very natural finish. It wears nicely throughout the day. It's not transfer proof with the mask, but that's okay. I have really dry skin, so I'd rather have something hydrating on. So yeah, for concealer, I'm going in with Too Faced Born This Way in the shade Cloud. I did order the Rare Beauty concealer, so once that arrives, I'm really excited to try that out. Alright, concealer is all blended in. I also went in with my Marc Jacobs bronzer, just a little bit around the edges of my face to liven it back up. So for blush today, I think I want something kind of brighter. I think I'm gonna go in, I have fingerprints all over it, but I love these Patrick Ta blush duos. So they're a cream and powder duo. I'm going to go in with the powder. So this is the shade Do We Know Her? So it's kind of an orangey blush. All right, I like that. Kind of a pinky orange, apricot-y shade. So I always go in like a little heavier with my blush and then I diffuse it with a finishing powder. It's just how I like to do things. All right, so I go in with the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder in the shade Diffused Light, just to kind of minimize the pores and diffuse the edges of the blush. If anyone has a dupe for this, please let me know. I would love to explore other brands, being how Hourglass is acting. So yeah. Alright, so I think the face is pretty much done. Let's go back in with some eyeshadow. Alright, so dipping back into the Tribe, under the eye I'm going to go in with this dark teal on the outer edge and then blend it into the yellow underneath. Right, then I'm going to grab just a smaller pointy brush and go in with that yellow. Alright, and for the inner corner highlight, I am just going to go in with that same shade that we put on the lid. I think I want that a little bit brighter, so let me grab, there's a white in the Festival palette. So this white shimmer, I'm gonna go in with that just to brighten it up a little bit more. Alright, I think we're done with the shadows. So now I'm gonna go in with a liner and mascara. So I'm gonna go in with the Stila liner with the micro tip. It's just been my go-to. It's so easy to use, but I'm going to go do liner and mascara off camera. All right, and I'm back with the final look. What do we think? Again, I love this palette. I've loved every look that I've ever done with it. I will try to post a couple of pictures up here of previous looks that I've done with the Tribe palette, but I've loved everything I've created with it. I really enjoy this deep teal and everything just blends out beautifully. It's unique shades, but I feel like you can make it wearable or super bold. So yeah, for mascara I went in with the Benefit Roller Lash. I'm not doing any falsies today since I am teaching in person. My students are used to seeing me in bright looks, so I don't mind wearing a little color to work. For the lips, I wanted to go a little brighter today since I did go a little brighter with the blush. So I have the NYX pencil in Pumpkin and a Tarte lipstick. This is from the Rainforest by the Sea collection in the shade Sundays. So just a nice bright lip. So I really enjoy dipping into older palettes that I haven't used in a while. So I'm kind of thinking that maybe I'll make this a series on my channel, like a Throwback Thursday kind of thing where I pull out older palettes that I haven't given a lot of love to, encourage myself to use what's already in my collection instead of just buying everything brand new. So let me know if that's something that you're interested in seeing. And thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon.